All right, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 209 of CS Radio, the season finale of season 9, and the last episode for Sam the Man Pasco.
It's great to be here.
Sam Pasco.
Long-time listener, long-time producer.
And
Short-time
listener.
And for your big finale, not only are we doing something special, but we've got a crowd.
Yes.
Hey, boys.
Guys in the
The
back.
Sam Pasco fan club has come along.
The fellas, we're getting lunch after this if my stomach survives. These.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if we're also video recording this episode, which is great. But if you're listening along as usual, for Sam's last episode, we're doing something special. We are going to do what we're dubbing Hot Jawns. So we are taking the format of the popular show Hot Ones, and we've got 10 chicken wings in front of each of us with increasingly hot sauces, and we're all going to ask each other some questions. Now, I've promised Sam he could ask us anything.
That's a dangerous
It's
promise.
very, very dangerous. I may throw in some career-related questions just to, get my paycheck.
Okay.
But are we ready, fellas?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right. So I have a list here. So our very first one is the Hot Wings Classic Buffalo Hot Sauce. I feel like it doesn't need much of an introduction, but gentlemen,
This one on the left.
here's
On the
to you.
left.
Start on your left,
Okay.
and here we go.
Okay. Tastes like chicken.
Real good.
Delicious. I mean, normal hot sauce.
So Sam, I'm going to start us off easy. What's the best bit of career advice you ever got? Doesn't have to be from me and Natty.
I think. Wait, now it's kicking a little bit. Oof.
This is the very first one.
Sam.
I'm already feeling it. Whew. I don't know if I can make it. Best piece of career advice. I think. Ooh, there's been so many good ones. Done a lot of episodes, but I think.
Yeah, stall.
No, I think writing a thank you is the biggest one. I think having that, which is kind of more an umbrella for like showing some thoughtfulness and connecting and following up, where you remember to write them back, thank them for it, make it something like relevant, like, oh, I appreciate you mentioning this, whatever it may be, if it's handwritten or whatnot. But definitely that connection where you have the follow up, I think, is the best piece I've gotten.
Yeah, and we talked about thank you letters on our Thanksgiving podcast.
We did. I feel like that one's come up a lot this year.
Yeah,
So
I've heard some people say
we've
they
hammered it
appreciate
home.
that one.
Well, because it can be a little scary. You're like, oh, I don't want to, say something wrong, and it feels a little nervous. But it's like, well, no, just kind of.
You're like, I've never thanked anyone in my life.
Yeah. Thank you. Good question.
All right. We all ready for number 2?
Whew, okay.
Hold on, give me half a sec.
Yeah.
My phone has my questions.
Oh.
Oh my! You didn't memorize your questions, Natty?
I mean, I sort of have them memorized.
Should I ask a question and then I bite the wing, or is it
No, we'll have the wing first. So wing number 2
wing number 2?
is Smokey J. Smokey J.
With Smokey J last night.
The words of a graduating senior.
Okay.
Who's
All right,
fun
Rob.
and fancy free?
Very tasty. I don't know if I'm not too spicy.
Doing all right. Hanging in there.
It's like an
Okay.
evening at Smokey Joe's.
All right. So my question is, if you were Groundhog Day'd, how would you convince someone that it was happening to you? And or if you were Freaky Friday'd, how would you convince someone?
Okay, let me think about this.
So, for those not familiar, Groundhog Day was a movie with... Who was in the movie, Steve? Who was in the movie?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. I was thinking Eddie Murray. No, it's Bill Murray. And he's trapped in Puxatawny town in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And
Where they have the groundhogs.
and the way of the
celebration.
groundhogs. And he repeats the same day over
Yep.
and over until he breaks the curse. And then Freaky Friday, there was several different iterations of this, but the most iconic was, I believe, 2001 Lindsay Lohan, where she switches minds with her mom.
Jamie Lee
Jamie Lee
Jamie
Curtis,
Lee
that's what I was
Curtis.
going to say.
So I'm like, well, if that happened to you, how would you convince someone that this kind of out of body experience or a repeating day experience was happening to you?
Why do I need to convince someone? Why can't I just
'Cause
enjoy
that's-
the moment?
Does it matter who I'm Freaky Friday? And
Yeah, I was going to say, that makes a huge difference.
So I think if Natty and
If
I
you
Freaky
two were
Friday,
Freaky Friday.
very few people would notice or care.
It'd just be a typical Tuesday.
If you two were Freaky Friday. Fair enough.
Oh, that's actually better, yeah. If
How
would we
it would
get
be,
out
no,
of that?
so I know exactly. because if you were in my body,
Yeah.
so, they could ask you about musical theater, and you wouldn't know anything.
I'd
and they
be
could ask me about Dota,
gone.
and I wouldn't know anything.
Yeah. Or I could like pick up a guitar. You don't play guitar.
That's
right?
exactly right.
I could play some guitar.
So if I started talking about the hours and hours and hours I spent every night playing Dota, they'd be like, "Oh shit, it's Natty."
Yeah. And you don't stay up as late as me either. So
That's true.
I could just send a message from J. Michael DeAngelis on Teams at like 4 a.m. when I'm normally going to bed, and people are like, "Wait a second, Natty's at Michael's house."
And if I were Groundhog's Day, how would I convince people? That's harder. I mean, I guess I would do a bit of what Bill does in the movie, which is he gets to know everyone really well, but they forget. So every morning he's a stranger to them, but then he can tell them things that only
How's the wife and kids? Yeah.
things that only a close friend would know about. So that's how I would make the best use of my time.
But my favorite part is when he steals Phil and they go on a little.
Well, yeah,
adventure.
sure. I mean, you have to have some fun with it, but that wasn't the question. The question wasn't what would you do if you had
you have to get
Groundhog
out of
Day,
it.
No.
and you
How'd
could do
get out of
anything
it?
without punishment because the punishment is it's going to start again tomorrow. I eat nothing but hot ones.
All right, we're moving on to the next
Moving
swing.
on.
Well, what would you?
I think the same thing,
Same
right?
thing.
Like you have to build those relationships with people and then try to freak them out by knowing things that you shouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the obvious way to do it. But you got to have fun with it too. You got to have a little adventure with Phil the Groundhog, the seer of seers, the prognosticator of prognosticators.
Now, have you and Emily gone up to Puxatani?
We talk about it
I
all the
know,
time.
I'm sure Emily would love it.
Yeah, we treat it like a real holiday.
No, it's not a real thing. It's a movie. It's not a...
No, Sam.
Puxatawny's not a real place. There's no groundhog.
All right, we're on to number 3. This is Funky's Stellar Fuzz.
Oof. Sounds like the name of my rap album.
Your diss track.
That's good chicken.
This is my favorite one yet, I think.
Kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
All right. I have a question for Michael.
Oh.
Michael and I are going to be going to the drive-in to see the Muppets on the big screen coming up. And the Muppets, there's so many great characters. I want to know which Muppet would be the best career advisor.
Wow. Am I across like the entire Muppet pantheon?
Yeah, the whole Muppet verse.
Wow.
Charles Dickens Gonzo.
I mean, what popped into my head first and foremost is Kermit the Frog. He's
It's kind of
very
obvious.
Yeah, it is kind of obvious, but there's a reason it's kind of obvious.
He's very sincere.
He's very sincere. He's a good listener. He always asks you to reflect upon, and he asks you to think about your dreams.
He plays the banjo.
And he plays the banjo just like John Tudor.
I was just gonna say,
one
like
of
the best career
advisors ever. So
I was hoping for like Animal
No,
or
No.
Sam the Eagle.
no, they're both too single-minded,
Or the two old
and
guys.
obsessive in their traits.
All right, who would be the worst career advisor?
Well, probably Animal because he wouldn't understand really. But also, I think Dr. Bunsen Honeydew would not be great. 'Cause he would urge you to a life of dangerous
Yes,
scientific
he'd
experiments.
use you for his own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His career advice would be here: drink this radioactive serum.
Are we overlooking maybe a sleeper pick here, a dark horse candidate, if you will? Fozzie Bear.
Fozzie Bear.
I feel he has a lot of grit.
Old Fozziewig was an amazing boss.
You know,
That's true, and you're right. Fozzie's got a lot of grit. He's not afraid to fail.
You know, he has confidence. He's funny. We talked about that on the podcast last week. Check that one out.
yeah, humor
He
can
had
go
some
a long
comedy.
way.
He's very relatable. You know, he's a bear, scary, right? But no, relatable.
Waka waka.
Waka waka. What about you? What's your?
I think I would want Animal to be my advisor. I don't
'cause-
need a lot of direction necessarily. I just
You
need
wanna
the
play
energy.
drums. All right. He would have good energy. It's true. All right. We're on to number 4. This Hot Ones La Calientes Verde.
I was convinced I wouldn't even feel any heat at all yet.
But a little.
But I do.
A little thing on the back, yeah. I like it.
It's good. I feel like this is more mild than the others. You have a chart that says otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Each of these does increase in Scoville units.
I've had some Wingstop that's hotter than these.
So, Sam, you're getting ready to graduate.
That is true.
So what has been the single highlight of your time at Penn? If you had to pick just one thing.
One highlight, all of Penn, the Penn tenure, the Penure. I think Heyday last year was, I think, very pinnacle because I really enjoyed wearing the shirts. It was a good weather day. Had little hats. Was with the boys. We did photos. We had good food afterwards. I think that was like it. Very much felt like Penn because a lot of the other events are like Spring Fling got close, but that's not really like Penn centric. It's like hosted by Penn, but not really like. You're not walking through campus. Like
Anyone could go to that.
Yeah,
Natty
Heyday,
and I
like
could
you're
go to
walking
that.
through. I'm looking here. We got a photo in the office of Heyday there. Like, I don't think that was ours, but
No.
a different one. But we did have the canes. Not the chicken, but the physical walking canes. So those were good. I think that'd be the most like Penn centric. Like that was a good time. Like I think back to that. Like I have my Penn ID. Like they have to text me like a verification number since I never like set up my phone as like a verified source. So the contact I have is from Heyday. I'm like, oh, every time I verify my Penn phone number, I see the little photo. So it's a good
There
time.
you go.
Did you witness Heyday recently?
We did.
As a
No,
spectator?
we had final toast. Seniors had a different event.
So-
At the same time. That was like the counter
I'm the only one
programming.
in this room who remembers when Heyday was the worst thing ever. The first couple years I worked here, Heyday had become this absolutely disgusting ritual where the seniors would throw things at the juniors as they processed down Locust Walk. We're talking ketchup and mustard, throwing bags of flour out the frat house windows. Like, it was so gross.
Gotta bring that back.
It was so gross. And like by 3 years into my tenure, like the last one, it had just gotten out of hand, and campus stank. It stank for days of egg and mayo. And of course, because you're only here a short time, by then, everyone thought, well, that's the way it's always been. Right. And it was getting bigger and bigger and more on hand. So then they came up with the senior toast. Let's just give seniors their own thing to do at the same time. Pen them up somewhere so nobody could throw. And within 2 years, nobody was grumbling. Oh, I can't. Heyday's not the same anymore.
I thought it was a kindness. That was the whole point because you're supposed to eat the hat, right?
You do eat the hat.
You're supposed
yes.
to.
So you gotta give it
the
some
plastic-
flavor.
It's plastic hats now.
Yeah. So add a little ketchup, add a little mustard.
Bring your own. Don't force it upon someone.
Okay.
All right. Well, Sam, I think you're back up. We're at number 5 at the halfway point. This one, I'm real excited about this one. This is Queso Sin Queso.
Oh,
Okay.
Steve's been talking about this.
Rave reviews from the audience.
Some cheese without cheese.
Okay. I
Interesting.
get cheese vibes, but I don't think there's any cheese in here.
Well, then they've really been honest with their marketing.
It does
Oh.
have a cheese vibe.
Oh, now it's hitting a little bit though.
There's a little bit of
That cheese is punching back.
I saw an article that said I'm not allowed to say vibe anymore.
It's short for vibrations. So you can say
Okay.
the full verb.
Cheese vibration.
There you go.
I'm picking up cheese vibration.
This is a real winner for me.
Okay. If you could have dinner with any fictional character, who would you have dinner with? And you have to take them out to dinner. They're not buying. You have to
Okay.
impress them.
Oh, easy for me. Special Agent Dale Cooper.
That's a really
Twin
good
Peaks.
one.
And we would go and have cherry pie and coffee at the Double R Diner, which
That's
is a
an
real
excellent
place,
one.
even though he's a fictional character. So there, I've only wanted
Yeah.
that since I was 10 years old.
Natty.
I don't know if there's like one that stands out hugely for me. I'm trying to think through things I've watched recently or thought about recently. I watched Chicken Nugget. I think the main guy in Chicken Nugget would be an amazing guy to get dinner with. He just seems like a really good time.
Would you have chicken nuggets?
I would, of course, have chicken nuggets, except not ones that were actually his potential love interest.
That queso is. Oof.
Sam's breaking it.
Queso got to.
Oof, there's more.
There's a lot more. Sam, they like go up by like 20 times the heat level.
Oh, we're doing factorials? Okay.
Yeah.
Get your math ready.
So that was that one. Just for your reference point, Sam, at the halfway point, we're at 52,000 Scoville units, and our last one will be 2.7 million Scoville units.
I struggle with like kilowatts. Is there like a unit conversion here? Like,
What do you know about kilowatts?
Steve was our engineer in the house. I think my fictional character, it'd probably be, it's a three-way tie between Scooby-Doo at Chipotle.
Oh.
Wait, at Chipotle specifically?
Yeah, Chipotle specifically.
Okay.
Mike Ross from Suits.
Okay.
And Pizza. Or SpongeBob at the Krusty Krab.
Those are all really good ones. Oh, you know what? I
think a lot about this thing.
I would love to meet Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny. He just seems like a good time too.
He's real though.
He's not real. Oh, the actor is real. What's Charlie's last name in Always Sunny? Is it Day?
I don't think so.
Charlie Day is a real American
No,
actor.
he's the real actor.
Yeah, he was in Horrible Bosses.
No, not
Fiscal
him.
Life,
What is his character?
Horrible
character.
Bosses 2,
His
Pacific
character.
Rim. In Pacific Rim?
No, It's Always Sunny. It's Charlie something.
It's Charlie Kelly.
Charlie Kelly. Charlie Day, known for Pacific Rim. No, he's known for It's Always Sunny.
He was also in Monsters University too.
Yeah, no, but I think he would be a good time. I could get behind Scooby-Doo too. I feel like you'd have to go with Shaggy. You cutting Shaggy?
You're telling me you got a chance to talk with a talking dog at Chipotle, and you're gonna be like, no, I'm gonna talk to some stoner in a green shirt. Natty, the heat is getting to your head right now. You're not thinking clearly.
You're right.
Ridiculous.
Hey, Natty. Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
All right, number 6.
Hold on. I'm prepping something.
He's live tweeting.
Basically.
This is the Cantina Royal Bourbon Maple Reaper. I will say this one, when we opened it up, definitely smelled like I was opening a bottle of bourbon.
Yeah, the whole room smelled like bourbon.
Do I go for a second bite? Is that
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for
or
it.
gonna kill me?
What do you mean a second bite? Have you only been doing one bite?
I don't
want
want to get full, Natty. I don't want to ruin my
It's
dinner.
10 wings.
I've been cleaning these.
I've been doing a decent
sure.
job, but I could do better.
I was gonna go through them and then kind of work my way back.
This is my new favorite.
Is it? It's okay. It definitely tastes of maple and bourbon and bacon.
Yeah. You don't like bacon?
No, I like all those things. I guess it's just not what I want on my chicken wing.
All right, does everyone have access to their phone or Teams?
Yes.
I sent you a photograph. I was doing some research. And I discovered a website, sampascomedia.com.
Oh yes.
Oh.
I know that guy.
So there's Sam looking very stoic at a sporting event.
Yeah,
in the bullpen, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like Sam to explain the photo to me.
Are we doing explain your gram?
Yeah.
I have to open up Teams.
Here you go, Sam. You can look at mine.
Sam's been working with us for how many years, Michael?
Here you go.
I just started. Oh, this one. Yes.
My favorite part about it, it's a photo of Sam holding a microphone up to, I assume, one of the managers of the Giants.
One of the greatest managers.
Okay.
Ever. What some might say the greatest ever, Bruce Bochy.
Okay.
One of the greatest of all time. So yeah, this is. Should we put that on the
We'll put it up.
description? I guess I'll put it. On.
You'll put it up.
I'll
I thought these
edit-
questions
I'll
worked with
edit it into the
multimedia,
video.
Natty. It adds to my time on the back end.
Well, you don't even know how to open Teams, so I'm a little worried now.
Yeah, so I was a beat reporter back in high school covering the Giants. Whew, the wings is hitting. Yeah, so I was the sports director for this community radio station in San Francisco, and we got press credentials to cover the Giants. And yeah, every day before the game, they'd have a media scrum. That's a scientific term for like media talking to the manager. They ask him questions, so I had to buy a microphone, and you hold it in there, and they ask him questions, and it's a good time. This was a good photo here. It's kind of goofy that I kind of drew on it with some like red.
That's my favorite part, is that you circled yourself.
Yeah, but I circled it so it's clear, but then like...
And then you also pointed, you drew an arrow and circled
where
yourself.
This photo was. You can see I have my little tripod there. Everyone else has like professional cameras, like, you know, full ass things. I have my little iPhone 5.
The other person right up front has an iPhone in his face too.
Yeah, for audio recording. Video, they do the professional ones. But yeah, no, I was...
I think you fit right in. Some of those people just have little notepads, so they haven't even moved
Yeah,
ahead
we
of
did
that.
audio transcription. That was our thing. I didn't want to hand... Some of their handwriting is horrible. It's just a lot of scribbles, like, you know, like a big scribble. But that was a good time. Yeah, it was I moonlighted as a beat reporter back in the day, so...
And what of that are you taking to your next opportunity after this?
I think just overall communication skills. I mean, that was a big reason why Penn was so attractive to me coming out of high school, was the Annenberg School for Communication, and just that ability, because I was very much a fish out of water, like young, didn't really know what I was doing, a lot of like fake it till I make it type of thing, but then like I'd already made it, so better catch up on the faking it. So just a lot of kind of charisma and like bringing that forward in a thoughtful way where you are young. So I think a lot of us now for Penn going to our first job, like we are now from, you know, big fish, top of the food chain, seniors now coming into like an established organization. How do you kind of mesh, fit in? And I think that taught a lot about like how can I communicate, and thank you notes were a part of that. Like I thanked like the communications director there for the Giants. Like after I got accepted, I was like, thank you, appreciate it, and make you proud. So yeah, I asked some funny questions of them. It was a good time. I asked him like, who was his favorite friend from the TV show Friends.
Okay, and what was his answer? Do you remember?
I don't think he watched the TV show.
What? How do you miss that TV show?
He was a Major League Baseball manager. I don't know how he wasn't a big Friends guy.
I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast before or not, but when I was looking at colleges, when I was in high school, when Friends was actually new and on television, I was interviewing at Northwestern in Chicago, and the woman asked me, who's your favorite friend on Friends? And I think I said Ross or Chandler, right? But I remember she just looked at me and went, I thought you were going to say Rachel. And I was like, did I just fail this interview at Northwestern? Because I picked the wrong friend?
You did.
I was very confused.
The correct answer was Smelly Cat.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. No, it's Gunther. That's the correct answer.
All right. Number 7. This is the forbidden fruit. And we've rolled into the 6 digits here. This is 124,000 Scoville.
I'm tearing up a little bit.
I'm feeling a nice little... I like this.
This is
right,
pleasant
this is right
for
in
me
my
right now.
wheelhouse.
It's not going to be pleasant soon. Sam needs a gurney.
I'm struggling, man. I don't know how they're doing it.
Definitely some heat on this. Not much flavor.
You know what? Maybe I'm just immune. I'm not feeling this one, you know?
I'm not either. It tastes kind of just like hot chicken to me. But yeah, that might be there's less flavor to it.
No, I spoke too soon. Now it's kicking. No, that's a spicy one. Whew. Okay.
So, Sam, we all know you're a big advocate of AI.
Huge.
So, my question to you is, how do we protect ourselves from the danger of misinformation that seems inevitable
It's essential.
as the AI grows? Natty and I watched a video yesterday of a man interviewing himself, his AI double.
It was pretty scary. That one's hitting me too.
It was eerie. I told you, there was some heat there.
That's someone's.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So,
Hangry
other
Joe's
than
chicken.
giving them hot sauce.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I think for misinformation in general, I think that's a tough one, because I thought you were going to go say in general protecting us from AI, like in the workplace, or how do we kind of stay on top of this technology, which I would say like being on top of the tools and being aware of like kind of what it does, its weaknesses, its strengths, its limitations, its abilities.
That one grows. That one absolutely grows.
But in terms of misinformation, I think double checking sources and not. I don't know. It's a tough one, because I saw on Twitter too. Apparently, Katy Perry, there was like an AI photo of her
At the Met Gala.
and her
she
mom
wasn't
was
there.
like, "Oh,
I saw this.
saw you there, honey. You look good." And it's like, "I wasn't me, mom." I don't know. It's a scary time. I think just generally not believing everything you see on the internet, like, relying on trusted
What do we
sources.
believe then?
I think reliable sources, trusted gatekeepers, and maybe even like potential like other AIs checking it out.
Great, just what we need, an AI.
More AI to
war.
AI.
A good guy with an AI.
Yeah, the good guy. Yeah.
That's what you need in your
Might be
corner.
the funniest thing you ever said.
I thought that was low hanging fruit.
Another AI. Just throw some more.
I saw that they were.
Natty, so Sam likes toaster humor. I like AI humor.
I saw a thing where they had AI generate an image, and then they took the image, they put it in black and white, and then asked AI, "Is this a real photo?" And they said, "Yeah, absolutely, it's a real photo." But it was the same thing that made the image. You can't even rely on themselves.
Well, we know AI lies, right?
Yeah. It's scary reading those. Do you ever read an
So-
article and you're like, "Oh, this was definitely just AI generated off of some Reddit thread"?
The AI be capping. Yeah. I think trying to because I did my thesis on looking at more AI and in the newsrooms, how they kind of work together, and like getting away from that, like where we don't want to have. That's really spicy. I need some milk. Having AI in the newsrooms, we need to have.
We need Dr. Arroyo.
Good. You want a lemonade?
I need a lemonade.
There you go.
Thank you. That was really hit. I was really confident coming into that wing. I was, or just being reliant on like our true values. Of saying what do we believe in the newsroom is true. Like what makes something newsworthy. Like human interest, an element of conflict, continuity. There's all these values, but like how do we return to our values basically? Maybe that transfers information of like what do we believe is true? If we're believing in sources, if we're believing in individual reporters, really kind of looking in the mirror, what are we believing in? And then using that as a compass.
All right.
Sounds good. I don't know.
We'll see.
Oh, man.
We'll
might
have,
not be around
like I
for the AI
said
revolution with these wings.
before we were rolling, I said we'll have Sam's AI double back on the show in a couple years. And
Oh yeah, it'll be no
we'll
time.
have him tell us how it's going.
He'll be a fixture.
All right, we're in the home stretch here, boys. We're in the last three.
This is where they start to like times 10 the last
Oh,
7.
exponential.
I mean, the next one is the bomb.
Oh, that's one I'm scared of most of.
This is the one that gets most people on the show. Now, for all you hot ones, true believers out there, they do not sell you the same da bomb as they use on the show because the company that makes the box set.
Not for human consumption.
Well, no, they don't sell anything that's just extract. So this is by the same people. It is the same exact Scoville unit, but it is pepper mash and not extract. So it is supposed to be as hot, but it will not just taste like acid.
Okay.
So, gentlemen,
this one?
Wait.
this is the top.
I'm out of a drink and
Oh.
I'm scared. Give me 1 second.
All right.
I have a backup.
What do I feel like maybe I have all the sauces and you guys don't have the sauces, you know? It's
That
like
is
one of
definitely
those,
not the case.
You know?
That is definitely not the case.
I'm being outsauced.
Natty, in fact, Natty scolded me for not going easy on the distribution of sauce. It's like, what's the point of doing this if you're not going to do it?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's
All right, is everybody ready?
uh-huh.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
I took a good bite of that one.
Disappointment.
So far, not as bad as I thought it would be. But you know this is a burner. It's going to
No,
grow.
Natty, don't
here-
don't encourage the wing.
Here it comes.
You're right. It is. It is.
Don't intimidate him.
It's like 10 seconds behind. It like knows you're talking about it. Oh, jeez. I was like,
Okay.
on in my
All
second
right.
bite.
2 bites. That's not. It's not. That was a mistake.
Sam, I think you're up.
Me? Okay.
If you can ask, I'm going in for a third. I feel like I have to.
Natty, no.
No, I'm hiccuping.
There's more wings.
No, got 2 more.
No, I'm hiccuping. And they're like, oh, man.
Oh, you guys. Come on.
We're just playing it up
That's
for
coming.
TV.
Yeah. Okay. What superpower do you think would be most helpful in your everyday life?
Mind reading.
Mind reading is really good.
You okay there, Sam?
I need help.
I didn't think
All
you
right,
crumbled
deep
this
breath.
bad.
There's 2 more.
There's 2 more.
Take a deep breath.
It's pretty bad.
Mind reading. That to me is the ultimate superpower.
It helps you in every situation you can imagine.
I don't want to be reading Sam's mind right now.
What is going through your mind right now,
cold
Sam?
thoughts. Cold thoughts.
Igloos. Waterfalls. Ooh, useful in my everyday life. Oh, teleporting. Obviously teleporting.
Oh, teleporting would be great.
Cut down the
Flying
commute.
would be fun, but teleporting would be so convenient.
Like, who'd ever do Zoom again? Just what's up? Oh my gosh! It gets worse. Like every 10 seconds, it's like an extra layer. Why did I do that third bite? Did you finish the whole wing, Michael? You cleaned it more than I did. We're witnessing
you
the
need to tag
death.
one of your boys
Get in
in.
here. Much with their hair. Daddy, get over here.
Just have him coming in raw for the 2 million whatever Scoville.
I'm bringing in the closer. Bringing the lefty.
24 million.
Daddy, get in here.
I want to wipe my tears, but I don't want to touch my eyes.
Dominguez. Oh, I gotta take a lap.
Sam's taking a lap. He's coming in the background there. Oh, but the camera's following him. Sam, AI knows where you are.
Oh, I touched my eyes.
Michael's playing it cool as a cucumber.
I'm waiting for it to get hot.
Oh my.
I should have had.
What was the question?
I should have had the EMTs on standby.
Yeah, we should have.
No, it was your question. It was so you survived that round. We're getting ready. We're getting ready to move on to number 9.
Just a nibble. Just a nibble.
Yeah, don't do more than you can.
Hold on, is 9 me?
9 is you.
All right. I need some more prep time.
Natty,
I'll
you
give
have
the-
prep time.
I'll give the rundown here. Number 9, Chili Monoloco Montesanos.
680,000 Scoville units. Just so we're clear, the last one, which almost killed Sam, was 135,000. You're cooked.
Your goose is cooked, Sam.
I am a silly goose. That's true.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
All right.
I'm not ready. Are we going?
Just remember, Sam, don't kill yourself.
I gotta do a whole bite, right?
Oh, I'm good.
I think it's smokier. I'm having a hard time tasting anymore, though. What's this one called again?
This is Montesanos.
Okay. Do we know what kind of pepper it is? A Reaper?
A secret mix of super hot pepper chilies.
It's like once you get the bomb out of the way, you don't taste anything anymore.
I feel a little like
the bomb. That was
Han Dynasty Szechuan kind of flavor.
Yeah, for that one? Yeah.
They make me look better, Michael.
Yeah.
Bomb was something else. I was going to tell you. That bomb, that was something else.
All right. I sent another photo.
Okay.
This one's for you, Michael. You don't even have to look at it, Sam. I'd like you to explain this photo to us.
Oh, okay.
We can put it on the screen.
I can't feel my wrist.
So here you go, Sam. Here's a picture of me.
Oh, Mike the Stud.
So that is me. I'm pictured with a former CS Radio co-host, Milan Kushner. And I believe that was taken in 2009 after I got my first play published. So I was in a contest, the Sam French Off-Broadway Short Play Festival, and I co-wrote with CS Radio regular Pete Barry.
I felt we had to bring him in somehow.
Was a winner that year. It was really great. It was up in New York. A lot of the office came out to see it. And then that photo was taken. We had a little celebratory breakfast. They gave me a little fake Oscar.
So what's she holding? She has like a press access badge.
I have to look at it again. Let's see.
Your phone's now covered in Sam sweat.
Yeah, she does. I don't remember that, but she must have made that for herself, her press badge. And this slate she's holding is still in my office.
Okay.
I have that. So really happy memories. And in fact, when we won, it was Mila that I called because a whole bunch of people had come from the office and they were all driving back. So they were,
Are you a religious man, Sam?
So I called Mila so she could tell the office. It was really great. That was a really, really happy time in my life. It was a real reminder of how great it is to work in this office. We not only had that little celebratory breakfast, but then when the book came out, when the play was published, we did a signing over at the Penn Bookstore and Career Services. We had a dinner beforehand, and everybody came, and it was just really so great. It's so. I mean, I've said it a million times, but that's why I've been here for 20 years because they've been so supportive of my outside interests and letting me bring my outside interests into the office. And here we are.
Here we are. Look at us.
Look at us.
I was looking for a sillier photo, but I saw that. I just thought, I mean, we got to bring in former co-host Amy Lynn Kirshner in some kind of way.
Let me tell you, Millen wouldn't last it past the second win.
She's not cut out for the heat.
I wasn't built for this either, Michael.
Sam, well, we've come to it. The last dab, as they say. So we've got the last dab experience. This is 2.693 million skull units, and if you know the show, they always put a little extra right on top.
Might as well, Sam.
I may have.
That's on you. I feel like you went heavy on this one when you're mixing the wings too.
See, and I felt like I was trying to.
Sam, you're dating yourself.
Easy does.
Oh, brother.
There's gonna be a time where you dabbing is gonna haunt you.
They're gonna come back.
How much did you put on, Sam? Did you even put any on?
He did. He put a little blob on.
Oh my gosh! It just really came out there. All right,
fellas, it's been a pleasure.
What a way to go!
It's been a true pleasure.
See you on the other side. It's really good, actually. I was going to say that was a massive mistake, but it had a good flavor.
I can feel it starting to creep up, though.
Oh, yeah. My instant knee-jerk reaction was like, I've made a huge mistake, but then it started to taste really good. I'm going to go in for a second bite.
Sam, will you one, be okay, and two, will you ever forgive us?
I'm putting double hours in on the work day, Michael, all right? Work day, it's coming in 4 hours.
Hasn't been.
Yeah. Oh, he's got to use up his work study by the end of this week, basically.
That's really delicious.
It's actually, yeah, it's actually quite pleasant.
All right, Sam, here it is. The last question. Who do you like better, me or Natty?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm waiting.
No, that's not the real question.
Oh.
It's like choosing your favorite friend. I mean,
Well, they're here too.
They're here too.
No. You come back on the show as a featured guest in 5 years. What's 5 years from now, Sam?
Oh, 5 years from now, Sam.
Assuming that he lives in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, 5 years. What year is that? 2029?
Yeah.
What's that? What's one going to look like then?
Your 5-year reunion coming back to Penn.
Oh. Well, Bronny James will be, all-star MVP by then,
Oh, here it
I think
comes.
for me,
Here it comes.
Is it that delayed?
For me.
I think.
Oh, Sam, I feel so bad.
I think 5 years. I think Danny's staying in now. I think I'll have my own show. That's how I'm playing a TV show.
That's what I thought you.
I love it.
This show is.
So
It's not eating chicken wings, I'll tell you that.
Nope.
The Suits reboot.
Well, the plan is to first get a guest star appearance on Suits LA. I got it in. The boys know about it. I got it in. You're gonna see me.
That one has a fuse. That one definitely has a fuse.
Water.
What are you gonna do? I got like half a sip left of this.
I need water. But so we can do water.
We're getting the boys on the show.
Boys, I need Steve, please. So, it's a TV show, limited series. Unless we get picked up for season 2, then I'll come with for season 2. But loosely based on my college experience, but it's like young guy trying to make it. Comedy, drama, dramedy. It's kind of like a mixture between Entourage, Gossip Girl, and Suits.
Oh crap! That was my bonus question that I had saved. As I was going through SamPascoMedia.com, I saw your interview with Taylor Momsen of Gossip Girl.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to ask you about that because it's a funny interview because you have the Korean baseball backdrop to you, but you're interviewing Taylor Momsen about her like music career and Gossip Girl. How did that come about?
Yeah, so I was during COVID. I had a background. That's why I was picking and doing Korean baseball coverage. So on ESPN 3 times, 4 a.m. woke up, talked about the KT Wiz, Deuce and Bears matchup, and the radio station, they're independent music, and they want, they like the sports, but they want also independent music. I was like, looking at like, what's the interesting thing? I was watching Gossip Girl at that time. I was reading about the cast, I'm like, no way. Jenny, little Jay, she had a whole music career. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I reached out to her people, as my people get in contact with her people. She came on the show. It was an audio, it's for the radio show, so it's audio.
This was the same station that you were covering baseball for, though.
Yeah, XSF 102.5 FM. The Korean baseball thing was slightly different, but, thank you, Steve. Makes you know about me. So, they interviewed her. It was an audio podcast for the show, so I just kept the background up, but I did a video recording, posted on YouTube. So yeah, it's a Korean baseball background. For co-star for Gossip Girl's interview. It was a good time, but yeah, so I'm hoping she'll get a guest star and no Sam left behind. So
Okay. No Sam left behind.
So yeah, it's Steve missed this one, but it's Entourage, Suits, Gossip Girl combined. Now I got my water.
All right. Well, when I met
Young, handsome student athlete trying to make it in the big city.
so not about you.
Oh!
I see the flames are out. Yeah. First Brady, now me. I guess all the goats are just going this week. You know?
Well, I tell you what, man, I love it when I'm down at the film festival this year. I'll pitch it around.
I'll tell you, man, no shame. I got a T-shirt already made up. I'll tell you too. I'll even show you a sneak peek here. I don't know if this makes this.
Oh, he's actually pulling something up. He's got Canva open.
So, I've been using my AI skills. I'm thinking a lot of it can be. We can do a lot of the backgrounds. We can film it in Vancouver really cheap. They do hit tax credits.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of stuff in Vancouver. So.
You already got the accent down and everything. He actually has this. He already has this.
So this is a block-up. It's very early stages here. Danny actually has a little feature in here, but I'll pass it around here. It's downloading it. So here it is.
And there's the shirt.
I'll show it on my.
Wait, you're going straight to shirts?
So I picked it up a shirt. This wasn't on a shirt. So Danny's on there too. So it's Danny. Danny's gonna play himself.
Oh, and Wanda Sykes is in the
Wanda
show?
Sykes, she's like the witty, fast, cracking like professor. That's like encouraging, but kind of like snarky, you know. So I actually everything.
He's a local.
So everything from the neck down for everyone in that photo is not real outfits. So he said he does own a suit that looks very similar to that, but that photo was not from that.
Well, all of this looks like the Charlie Kelly outfit of a sports blazer over a sweatshirt.
Yeah, so it's very relatable. You know, he's kind of like the everyman. You know, I kind of like to think of him kind of a combination of all 3 friends from the TV show Friends. You know,
3.
The 3 male.
Oh, okay. But we already knew the correct answer was Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel's the right answer. If you say Monica, that's wrong.
Yeah, you notice I did not go to Northwestern.
That makes sense. You couldn't cut it there, man.
Well,
Good to be
Sam,
friends.
I love it, and you're going to be making your acting debut in a couple of weeks on Mission Rejected.
I'm excited. I've been, I'm in a pilot or two, so my big debut here, so I'm excited.
Well, Sam, it has been, I can't believe how quickly these 3 years flew by.
And how slowly these 3 minutes are going by since eating that wing.
Yeah, time is really exploding, Crawl.
Shout out Steve with the water, it's helping me. Feeling it. Blood's coming back.
Do you have any final thoughts, any parting words you want to say?
Man, Michael, when I applied on Handshake 3 years ago in my humble dorm room in Gregory College House, and I saw this on Handshake, I was like, podcast. I do podcasts. And then I'm like, well, I don't really want to do a whole application. I have homework and I want to take a nap. So why don't I just see how rigorous the process is? I can put it on my weekend plan. And I put in my Stat 102 syllabus just to kind of see what the next questions are. And then when it flashed, thank you, application submitted, I thought it was all over.
And I downloaded this application and said, a Stat 101 syllabus.
So did you come crawling, or did Michael reach out to you?
Michael reached out and piqued some interest. He's like, "Does he mean this?"
He had did you have a resume attached? There was enough there for me to go, I think this is a mistake. This guy seems really interesting. And so we had a nice little Zoom chat, got it all corrected, and now here I am getting my revenge, apparently.
Here I am.
Well,
Like a Groundhog Day for this one. This would be a tough day.
This would be a tough day.
So now we know if any future candidate submits a stat, what was it, 102?
I think it was, 102.
Anyone who submits that as their materials to the position will know
It's a winner.
loyal listener.
But yeah, I mean, Sam, you're such an interesting guy. You're gonna have huge success with
No Sam left behind.
Same left behind.
or a talk show or AI or just taking over the entire Williams-Sonoma brand. All of these things are possible. So we're going to miss you, and we hope that you will come back or send your AI double, whatever is most convenient for you at the time. But it was great. Thanks so much.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks, Sam.
And everyone else, this wraps it up for the 9th season of CS Radio. Cannot believe we're heading into year 10 of this thing.
10?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got to do the 10-year anniversary.
yeah. So
I can't really think right now. I feel like my nose is running, my ears are running.
I've never been more alive. I should have a little bit of the last app before every staff meeting. Get me on top of my game. But I hope everyone has a great summer. We will be back in September with a new producer. It'll be different. But we'll see you next time on CS Radio.